What's up, guys? Welcome back here in Call of Dragons. Today we're going to talk about the server status, and we have two of our leadership, which is Rose and Mert in here. What's up, guys?
How's it going, man?
Rose, say hi.
Hey, hi.
All right, so I see that our opponents have retreated already. What's the next plan for us, and what is the anticipation for our opponents?
Well, I think for us, it's just finish cleaning them up here in Forgotten Lands, and I expect we'll meet them in Lorcan. They'll have a few more players, which will be good for them. A harder war just means more fun.
Mm-hmm. So, with the leadership, how was the planning, execution, and how things can unfold? I know you guys sent a mail today. I haven't read it yet.
Uh, I like to say we're not organized, but I was told that we have fluid strategy. So we have an overall idea of what we're gonna get done, but it's I think a little better to just sort of react to the situation, take advantage of opportunities when they present themselves, and push
Hmm.
when you can.
Okay. What about like the battles? I mean, you guys, both of you guys are T5. They also have T5. What was your experience leading the battle and also playing it with our opponents, because they're strong, and you faced them last season as well, and I know there's some dramas alongside with it. What do you have to say for that?
Well, I fought a little bit that day. I missed a lot of the battle, but Rosie was there. What do you think there, Rosie?
Yeah,
Say some,
not
say
much.
something.
Not much. I don't know.
Talked
Mm.
about murdering them on the slope.
So yeah, this
Nah,
slope right now that I'm looking at, you know, a lot of battles happen in here. Was there a point where you guys thought we were losing?
Uh, there was definitely a point where some people thought that things weren't going well, especially when EX was getting pushed back. But I knew we were making far more progress with Fig than Uwu was with
With EX?
EX, and that eventually they would have to change their position and turn towards us, which they did.
Hmm.
And once they did that and created a union with Fig, they did their big last push yesterday. We were probably outnumbered, I would guess,
Mm-hmm.
2-1 at least. They got slaughtered, and now, as you said in the beginning, they're retreating.
So what do you predict once we get into Lorican? We'll see a lot more of them. What is your prediction here? Do you think it's going to be super difficult fight that we can't make progress and push to the? I mean, this is critical now, right? We have to get into past three. I mean, this is the goal. Do you think we'll get? How hard is it? I mean, to push this with them. You think we can get blocked and not enter, or what?
Well, we will have a path through no matter what, because we will have the Goru. The Burning Land alliances, I don't think we have any
Oh yeah,
problem with.
yeah,
I
you're
don't think
right.
they have any problem with us. But Lorcan still, being the contested region, uh, I expect a really hard battle. As
Uh
I
huh.
said, they'll have more players, they'll have more opportunity to get more people in. But I hope it's hard. I hope it lasts. I hope we're still fighting in Zone 2 when the Dragon opens.
I see. So yeah, I see. Yeah, I kind of missed that. Yeah, we have the Agoru to enter into the past three there, and yeah, we will end up fighting more of them. How we haven't seen their other allies in the Sophrostia, right? If I'm correct, they haven't. Have they transitioned yet, or they haven't?
I think they brought probably
Some players.
50 or 70 players over. I'm honestly not too sure how many, but I did see quite a few.
Mm.
Um, but didn't seem to be too much of an issue, honestly.
Okay, so that
I'm
sounds good. Actually, quite nice.
I'm, Again, for us, winning's nice, but winning means having fun first. So let's just war because that's what it's all about, right?
Yes, indeed. Um, yeah. I mean, I think it's gonna definitely be fun once we start getting more combats with them. They've definitely got some powerful players also, which can also change the tides in here if our powerful players are not there. So, which is quite important for
They
people to
they
show up.
they've got some very good players as well. Um, I mean, by no stretch will it be easy, or has this been easy. I just accredit it to our strategists being better than theirs.
So, why don't you tell me a little bit more about like the DYB leadership structure? Because in the last season, your alliance, the DL, was disbanded, right, and end up joining UU. So how did you guys reform and restructure in setting up into this season?
We actually didn't disband in season 2.
Oh,
When Rose, Danny, and I went to Uwu, DL stayed. That was part of the deal.
wait, it's only
Part
three
of
of you
it,
guys who went to UU?
yes, that went to Uwu as requested. Other players joined and are still there today. And as I said to them, do what you want, play the game to have fun your way.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that really matters. But we were the only ones that were part of the deal. The rest were allowed to stay in DL.
Okay, because they needed you guys to help out for the dragons because they're having a difficulty.
No, I think it was more of a, if we were there, they felt a little more secure that we wouldn't try attacking them again.
Okay, and maybe they hope that the members would follow you guys as well, I
Well,
assume.
and that we would like it there and probably want to stay. I mean, that would be the only reasons I could think of.
Mm-hmm.
And they were nice when we were there. They weren't bad people, but just wasn't my kind of culture personally.
So what's the whole big deal then? Like, for you, you say that they're nice to, they treated you guys nice, but it seems like there is still more, kind of like wounds, not just not necessarily from the DL, but like from UU. Like they seem like they have some beef still.
I think a lot of them really felt, and I don't quite understand why they felt so strongly about it, but they felt strongly that we did a bad thing when the season had actually ended last season,
Mm-hmm.
and then had war with them for 4 days. They seem to take it as some sort of big betrayal. I I don't quite see it that way, but again, they didn't attack us; we attacked them. So maybe it would be different if the shoe was on the other foot. But I think I'd have been like, whatever, season's over. Who cares?
Plus, it's not bad thing. The more merits you get, the more crystals you get at the end of the day as well. So
That too.
yeah, that's definitely quite interesting. Now, I remember before the season ends, I was also being messaged by other players. I even spoke to Danny. Is it Danny or Danny? How do I pronounce his name? Danny.
I call him Danny, but I don't
Danny.
know.
But yeah, I remember him messaging me, and then I forwarded it to Alba, and Alba was like, "Oh, are they gonna fight us?" And surprisingly to know, when this server started, I was like, "Oh, he's actually we're teammates." But how did all those conversation led into allying with the EX and not sticking with the UU?
I mean, honestly, I wasn't part of any of those conversations. I don't really like doing diplomacy or politics or any of that crap because
All
it
right.
just sort of
But you
bothers
are
me.
the main creator and the founder of the DL group, right?
No, yes, no, kind of. Um, I mean, again, it's a long story. Our season 1,
Uh-huh.
we had a family of alliances that, you know how families can go, where sometimes there's a little bit of jealousy and a little bit of hatred, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not all the players, but it's sort of there. And I pushed a bit of a merge and got everybody to get along. So I wouldn't say that I'm the founder,
I see.
but I was instrumental in helping everybody just sort of put their shit aside and be together.
All right. What was there a specific reason why choosing EX? Because honestly, I thought when we were coming into this, I stayed with EX, right? So I basically migrated to like 15, and I was kind of like expecting that it's gonna be like it's like sandwich. We're gonna have to fight everybody. Because when I was being told by some of the 14, it's like, oh, you guys are gonna be screwed. There's so many, people teaming up against EX because they say everybody hates EX. Um, so
I know we do have some players that have some grudges from EX as they did play in their season one, and I don't know the details of it, but they trust us, so they stayed. We did lose a few to Fruits
so
when we
wait,
did this as
you
well.
played with EX in season one? Wait, what?
No. We had some players who were in that server in season
Oh,
one,
they had two accounts.
and then because it was bad,
Uh huh.
they left and they created an account here. So they
Ah.
weren't too happy about being allies with EX when it was announced. But again, they trusted us and sort of went with it. And I don't think anybody regrets it now. As far as I could tell, we knew that Uwu and Fruits were going to be allied. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
even know ES existed, to be honest. Um,
You mean ES?
I
ES?
don't
ES or
gas
EX?
whatever.
Oh, gas. Yeah,
ES,
gas.
yeah, whatever. I didn't even know they existed. Um, but we knew that Fruits and Uwu were going to be allied no matter what.
Uh huh.
And when I brought us into season two, I didn't want to ally with anybody we didn't know, just because that's just not. I don't want to be beholden to somebody who turns out to be an idiot. Like 2 weeks later,
Yeah, yeah.
played too many of these games and seen that too many times. So season two, we got absolutely swarmed by 3, 4 servers. This season, we decided that we probably should have at least an ally, and that's what they did. They allied EX. As far as I know, again, I wasn't involved in any conversations. I don't know how deep it goes. I don't know what the stories are.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was the enemy of my enemy is my friend situation. I think.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because the EX will like if you guys didn't ally with us, we will definitely have to end up fighting with everyone because it would have been EX versus everyone.
Well,
I don't even know what EX had an issue with Uwu, and I know of course the gas players didn't like EX because there's some issue with the behemoths last season, and then of course we're not gonna end up allying with Frutus because we were fighting against them last season too. But
yeah, and from what I understand, there's some personal relationships between players in Fruit and players in Uwu. So it's a little more difficult to
mm-hmm.
wedge that apart, right? We knew coming into this season that we weren't going to be allies with Uwu basically no matter what. So same
Yes.
thing as like you just described with the X. Let's not get just surrounded and ganked on all sides. Let's have some fun and make a good war.
Yep, that is true. I think we did a good situation here. I think it's a bit of a I would say it's a bit of a balance in my opinion. I think with the combination of DYB and with EX, I think we have a little bit more firepower. But I think they have some firepower. When they have a decent firepower, at the same time they do overrun us by numbers of total players.
Mm. Absolutely. They when we get into zone 3, it probably will be 3-1 or 4-1.
Yep. But we just need to kind of, stick with the strategy, work together, and I think we should be able to succeed in there.
Zone 2 will do it all. If we can win in Lorcan, we can win in zone 3.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
That sounds good. These are really good information, hopefully some of our DYBs watching in here would be able to provide more information, or some of the Uwus in here. And I'm just killing them right now. How is there an Emery's inside? An Emery's Eliana with the archers. That is ridiculous. I'm killing their keeps.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like, what?
Why are they
Emery's?
even in their keeps? They all fled.
Hey, it's for me. It's food for me. They
They knew you
know.
were coming. They were like, yeah, we got to make sure Shinshi has some content.
Oh man,
Let's roll the keeps
this
for
this
him.
is easy. Imagine if I was T5. Oh my god. It would
I need to get
tickle.
my archers up.
Oh man, I love the elk riders. Uh, I wish
I
the
every time you say that, I shake my head. I don't know how you can love the elk riders. They
I
don't
love
get the
it.
try.
Just like this. I'm telling you, if I'm T5, you're inside this keep with your marksman. I'll kill that marksman. Even if people say about the lower amount of damage total, but the unit advantage system is just so much greater.
Really,
Yes, I guarantee you. Um, but we'll see. Once I get T5, I can show it to people. You know, I know I'm confident with it because I've already been seeing my trades. Like I have my calves, and I was hitting T5 inside the keeps. I was getting even trades already with T4 with my calves. So
very interesting.
once I'm T5, it will be a landslide win on those marksmen. And people don't believe it, but I will have to show to prove people with it.
So I wonder if elk riders get a attack buff
Well,
because they lose their charge.
so they do have this one,
Yeah,
this cavalry charge,
cavalry charge. Yes, but if they
right?
don't collide, then I don't see
No, no,
how it
no.
works.
That's unyielding rush. This is different.
Oh, but it can only happen once every 120 seconds.
That's when you start fighting.
That's insane, though.
Yeah, and
Because you
then
can do a charge every 12. Let me just go to my knights real quick.
so I also have a higher HP and physical defense. By the way, when I have my elk
I do.
riders.
I do not have that. I have unyielding rush.
See,
March speed increases when approaching the target legion. After colliding, you gain 1,000 rage. You can do it every 12 seconds.
can you send me a screenshot? I forgot what it has now when I was using a League of Orders. But yeah, I mean, look at this. This makes a huge difference in the battlefield. Yeah. So you have So you have what is that one? The last one.
Counter or cavalry counterattack. You just get increased counterattack damage.
Okay. Okay. So that I don't have because I have the range, but that's what
That's
you
right.
have. Yeah. But yeah. See, I mean, I'm getting that huge attack bonus, that keen bonus.
Where's their keep? Like the Uwu keep you're hitting?
I hit the no, I hit the is that the Uwu? I don't even know who they are now. That's the Fig that I hit.
Oh, the ones up on top of the hill there.
Yeah, I killed them. But yeah.
Well, maybe I'll go send my archer here in a bit.
All right. Anyway, thank you for giving me all this information here for the update on our server. Well, I think we're going to win though. So they need to do
I think
better.
so too.